See, never you go with somebody who is following you because the fellow feel time is gone. See, let me say this to you. Never you give a yes to somebody who just feel I'm behind schedule. There is no recognition of your person. The fellow just need marriage, not you. There are people who just need to marry. It could be male or female. I just feel I'm at the time. You see, one time Daddy Joe said this, and younger ministers and all that. Daddy Joe said, he said, marry for love. Marry the person you love. Because listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. You say love may not carry you through another. Love will. Oh. It will. Listen to what I'm saying. Love will. But you need much more things also added plus that love. But if you have those things without the love, it is prison. God will not hurt you with a spouse you are not happy to see. You wake up every day and you are full of regret. I should not have. And check, in most cases, that decision was made under pressure. Do you understand what I'm saying? And listen to what I'm saying. This idea, because this love, there is the initial gaga, the one of, I'm fond of person, we're talking every day. Let that one dry. See, this love is that you love the person's totality, spirit, soul, body. Do you understand what I'm saying? I have seen spouses that irritate each other. Do you understand what I'm saying? When this woman look at the guy, she feels irritated. What were you looking at when you made that decision? Pressure. Pressure will be so powerful you will not even know. Okay, bring the answers. Thank God, nobody knows who dropped which. Let's look at the report card of some of our brothers. Let's read the report card. I broke up with the guy and he went to drink alcohol. He went about talking to people that you made him drink alcohol. The guest said, I asked the guy, what is your purpose? He said, my purpose is between me, God, and a book. This is the same writing. This is that you have seen a lot of. Now, see, just the third day of meeting him, he told me how he feels. I like him already. I wouldn't mind if we start dating. Just in 3 days of meeting. 3 days, not where people can shock you. 2 hours. His understanding of marriage is that the woman must have to be submissive and not love the man according to the Bible. So since he already has the love, problem is solved. So you don't have to love me. I already love you, so there's no problem. That's what he said. He said on the first outing, I have a house. All that is remaining is a wife. Does he have sense? I will meet your parent next week and pay your bride price 2 weeks later. This writing looks so much alike. I'm confused. I want to read something here. This one is serious. This one said, another one said, there's somebody else I want to marry, but I said, let me talk to you first. Before I read this last one, let me say this to you. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen. That ideology is what you will live with. Is what will raise your children. You are really marrying the ideology. Massage the person's sense to know who you are marrying. Marriage is not just about vision. You will not be living in dream realm. Life. The ideology will come alive. You need to know who you are marrying. Have you seen the case of the guy that was sleeping with that girl on campus? He says, Papa, that was telling the girl, if you leave me this, you are doomed, blah, blah, blah. That is his ideology. You cannot know a man's ideology when you are in a hurry. You need to know. Who are you? The guy is asking you out. He has never spoken to a bold girl before. Because you stood your ground and talking and say you are proud. That's the kind that kills a woman's esteem, to conquer her. You need to know. Then let me not talk about the guy. You need to know the girl you are marrying. They are figure 8. Nothing is there. Not well brought up. Does not have any idea. Anything you say, bend on it. No contribution. Our own idea of marriage is when you are married, submit. We'll kill you, yes sir. Take you to the slaughter slab, yes sir. Say because that's the 21st century marriage. I'm 25 years of yard of wife material. Burnt wife material. So you need to, you need, see, it is for your own good. You need to have the avenue to know the person. To know the person. Create room to hear them talk. Don't just talk about best color. See, the reason many people are having problem in marriage is because they never courted. They were only taking ice cream and shawarma. They were only singing. Let's sing this song together. I like this. Yeah. Yeah. It's not song you'll be singing when you are married. Real person, real human being, real person. You need to know who. You need to know who. You need to know the way the person thinks. I have seen cases, I can't give examples. I have seen matters. There are people that actually, it takes somebody who have left God to marry them. Nobody who has found God to find them. You found them because you disobey God. I'm saying that there are people who should not be married, and it's not a cause. They should not be. This one, do you understand what I'm saying? They should not be married. There are people that should marry next year. They are not ready now. But there are people that even in 20 years, somewhere along the line, to take somebody who have missed God to find them. Both male and female, they exist. And sir, never rate them by the way they preach. Never rate them by the way they sing. Never rate them by what they do in church. Fact. Church work is not a way to know a good girl or a good boy. Anybody can be good at their office space and bad at home. You are not going to be sleeping in church now. Say, I like her because she's always sweeping in church. The way she will sweep your head away. Let me read this sister's home because it's long. Say, we met at a conference and exchanged contact. He started sending me good morning messages and several calls a day. Then he asked me out on WhatsApp and started telling me how. Some of you are saying, don't you used to do it? And started telling me how. Some of you have still dropped a proposal for a girl on WhatsApp. You are in church. Started telling me how he's sure that God is taking him to places and I'm the woman for him. There was no breathing space at all. All of this happened within weeks until I changed it for him and stopped. What do you mean by change it for him? And stopped responding. All right, that's the case. I still consider these experiences. There are matters. But this one that said, there's someone else, but I want to marry, but I said, let me talk to you first. That guy should be jailed. Listen to what I'm saying. Have you seen people talk with a level of foolishness? You say, Guinness Book of Record need to hear this. You are shocked. Have you seen people that you almost would have been famsing until you saw them? Talk to me. Someone that you almost would have been liking the idea of them from afar, like, my God, this person is not bad. Until you go closer. I say it's bad. It's bad. Really, it's bad. Really, it's bad. Mark my word. There are people who should not be married at all. And you can be a victim if you remove God from the equation. Who is this guy? How does he think? What is his idea of who a woman is? What is his idea? Is he respectful? Does he respect you? You know, many, God help me. Unfortunately, many young ladies grew up in homes where their relationship with their dad didn't really show them the way a woman should be treated. So they themselves are not expecting much. It is those who are outside that know that this guy is treating them bad. To them, it's normal. After all, it's better than their dad. And that's why I want to urge you as men. Treat your children well. Because somebody will continue from where you stopped. And the person is not going to do better unless God has helped his heart. There are many funny cases around this issue. A girl, seen a guy, they're already talking, they're looking smooth. The next thing she's saying is that, can I move into your house? I have accommodation problems. There are people cohabiting. Cohabitation. Okay, can I just move in? So when you talk to a guy like that, the guy already sees you as a liability. Guys, by default, don't value anything that is not asset. Just 2 weeks of conversation. I couldn't call you, but my credit has finished. That's not an information. You are begging. Can you sub for me? Can you sub for me? Sub. Can you sub for me? So if I can get 2 gig, 500 naira, it's an insult to the money that sent you to school. It's an insult. And we must normalize the idea of girls working for their own money. What you need is relationship, not a sponsor. From the day you said yes to him, you expect him to buy you wig, to pay. What will he now buy when he marries you? He will buy you oxygen. Then, since they will start dating, are you buying me wig? Are you buying me underwear? You can't buy pants yourself. You must know your size at this level. Now you all are quiet. Or are you buying it? We need to know. Maybe you don't say anything wrong. We are starting buying. Are you buying it? Say never, never. How will you say never, never? Now, okay. It's 2 months now. I've been dating. You've never stopped for me before. I'm not saying you should be stingy, but I'm saying that some things don't make sense. And there are guys that they are the ones that will come out. They are fine. They are very nice until you give them a yes. And then you also did discover that where did all this problem exist before? Just the next day, urgent 2K. Say, I'm not eating. How? Who is raising this kind of people? It's an insult. And when relationships start on that note, it doesn't end well. Because there will be no honor. There's no basis for it. One time like that, a girl packed herself, went to start living with a guy. I was living downstairs, they were living upstairs. One time like that, I started hearing noise. The girl said she wants to commit suicide. She wants to jump from one building story. I started holding the girl. Don't die. Pastor, again, cool, let me die. He carried that. He said, I'm going to drink. The guy said, I can't cope again, though. The guy was saying, people gathered. The guy was saying, look at me now. Is this how I look? I'm lean. Every day, sex. This guy want to kill me. The guy was saying, I'm not going anywhere. She has finished the guy. I called the guy. I said, oh boy, this girl will not leave. Run. The guy didn't run now. The girl graduated. He didn't graduate. The girl is married to a powerful politician here in Abuja. The first thing she did when she found that guy was that she blocked him. She has used him for campus level. He has spent all his virality on campus. Now it's time for the husband. And see, people who do random sampling like that, listen to what I'm saying. When you live a perverted sexual life as a single, you're already going to be prone to adultery in marriage. Because one person can't satisfy you. And I was advising the guy, I told him, I said, check your life. Check the number of months you were unable to wait before you get another relationship. I said, in marriage, you will wait longer. That is, if you look at your life, you discover that having dating somebody, you never date. Okay, this is what I said. You never dated and you never stayed in a relationship for 2 years. Every relationship, 1 year, 6 months, you are broken up. You see what you want to see, you run away. Once you start hitting the mark that you have never crossed with a single person in marriage, you're already thinking of quitting. Because you didn't pass the test of commitment. Do you understand what I'm saying? The reason people spouse are no longer finding their eyes was as a single person, they never passed that test of staying faithful. And many people already now believe that for your home to be nice, you can't be checking your spouse's phone. That's what the guy believes. And you say he's a man after God's heart. Say, in fact, his name is David. There are many David that should have been named Goliath. That should have been the real name. Sorry to those who are David. Because of the mindset. Now, it is one thing for us as church to try to teach people. It is another thing for us to be trying to teach people who have already accepted dysfunctionality. A girl said it. That I can't date a guy who can't beat me. She said, the home will be boring. I was confused. So what makes it lively is basketballs. Say, I will talk, you will agree with everything. What kind of guy is that? Go there, no media. Beat me small. Let's scatter everywhere. And that's a head so that there will be action. That is our mindset. Is that if that one should marry a peaceful guy to look like she's cursed? Sometimes what the person is praying for is not you. Do you understand what I'm saying? And the issue of immorality is not just guys, even girls. There are people who conveniently date 3 brothers in the same church, and they will never know themselves. They will never know. To tell you the psychology. Obonge, she will do it well and still pray in tongues. They say, all dance with 3 people, all the 3 of them. They will never know. They can never find out. Now, these are, I'm just, because these examples I'm showing you don't exist with Adam and Eve. Their own was a clean slate. Let me give you a few hints. There are many things that a very healthy home cannot survive without. Number one, it takes people who have met Jesus to treat each other, to treat themselves well. Somehow, largely, your Christianity reflects in your marriage. Two good Christians will actually be better couples. Because there are things they will not do because they fear God. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't have what it takes to shout at my wife. May I never be that courageous. I am firm. I'm a leader. But I'm not a bullier. Sit down there. I'm your husband. And he started saying it when you were dating. Let me